Hello, Sarangees. Welcome to Chasing K-Dramas, the podcast that dissects popular Korean dramas episode by episode. We dig into the characters, themes, and everything in between. I'm Chrissy Choi, and I'm here with my co-host.
Don't say slow. Ding, 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 ding. So listen, we're still on a road to 10,000 Sarangees campaign because Chrissy's got what? Goals. And so be sure to hit subscribe on the YouTubes. Now, listen, I don't know where the button is on the bottom. I'm not a scientist, but I assume it's somewhere
there
in this vicinity. And tell all of your friends and drama addicts about us. And then follow and leave us a review on Apple's and the Spotify's. And please be sure to join our official fan club, Club Sarangees, on Substack. It's chasingkdramas.substack.com, where you can get bonus content and read our newsletter for $6 a month, because that's less than a gallon of gas.
Yeah.
In Los Angeles. What's happening?
What's the price of this?
Jesus. So, don't forget to give us a call on our Sarangees Hotline. We're going to have to record that. And so every time we do a remote, we play it at the same time at 213-632-6865 and drop your questions and comments. And be sure to tell us any of your social handles and you might get featured on the show. One more thing. The Sarangees poll is still open. Okay, go vote on what we should chase next. And you got until Wednesday, August 12th at 11:59 p.m. to tell us what the next show should be. Now, listen, I had no idea that The Glory was going to be like this. This was a lot for the kid. And I feel like that y'all might put me in a predicament like this once again. Because I was watching it last night in my Christian home. And I was like, this is why I don't watch shows like this. This is why I don't watch shows like this. Okay. And that's why I'm glad that we have a guest here with us.
Yes.
Because it's not just me sitting here going, ah. I am so excited to have LouLou Gonzalez join us today for the 15th episode of The Glory. Woo. Now, if you don't know about LouLou, why don't you know about LouLou? This is your fault, not hers, right? So, LouLou is an actress, writer, and comedian with millions of fans across the social media platforms. Also, she is a golf aficionado as of 2 months ago.
Oh, nice.
And she with her own original sketch content. So she's been featured in Revolt TV's Funny AF and The Laugh Factory's Fresh Faces Showcase. And she starred in a variety of shows such as Games People Play on BET and booked national commercials. Ooh, a national commercial.
I'm at a couple of national commercials.
Ooh. National commercials. Okay. Including a campaign with Jack in the Box. So if you ever gotten up and been like, man, I need some fries, it was LouLou. She also received her degree in screenwriting at the New York Film Academy. Sarangees, please.
I also went to Virginia State University and got my BA.
Okay.
And she went to Virginia State. So she out here with all the degrees. We will call LouLou Thermometer Gonzalez. And Sarangees, please welcome LouLou. Clap it up.
Thank you for having me, and thank you for that amazing intro.
You're welcome. I'm out here. Listen. This is my true calling of just saying whatever comes to my brain.
Yes, we love it. We love it so much. Thank you for doing this.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So you love K-dramas, right?
I love K-dramas.
Okay. What got you into K-dramas?
Actually, it was The Glory. No, I'm lying.
Okay.
I'm lying because I'm going to be truthful, okay? I don't know the name of it.
It's okay.
Okay, but it was on Facebook. And it's one of those that you just keep scrolling. It's like in the whole.
Oh, they call them vertical dramas now.
You got into it because of vertical dramas. Interesting. Okay.
It was vertical, so they got me, and it was like a sorceress princess, and she was supposed to be marrying somebody else, and she thought he wasn't the prince, but he was really the prince. Okay. And then when she found out he was the prince, the sister was mad because she was supposed to be marrying the prince. I joined whatever they were selling, and then. Because it was like
the drama box or whatever.
Yes. And then you had to pay like an extra $20.
Yeah, because you wanted to get to the next part.
Yes. So I joined.
You know what? Some webtoon always caught me with that shit because they had the story of Persephone.
I know.
And I was just like, hey, I'm just gonna Google this because this is a Greek myth. I don't need you, webtoon.
So that's
how they get you.
That's how I got on Viki, because the first streaming service I ever paid for was Drama Fever. And then Drama Fever went out of business. R.I.P. Drama Fever, Booty Yahoo. And then the next one I ever paid for was Vicky. That's how I started. So streaming services like this Netflix and all of this stuff.
Yeah.
Korean dramas and all these stuff were already doing that before.
Yeah, no, it was a Korean drama because then it was like, after I finished that one, they had like a whole other story about some other stuff. It was like some millionaire. It was like in some Korean company, and like the father.
It was the Chevel drama. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So then I got looped into all of that, and I was like, "Oh, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed." And then when I was on tour is when I saw Glory, and I was like, "Oh, I was like, it comes like this."
I mean, this is like, and the Glory is like,
I didn't have to pay $20. Oh,
it's just on Netflix.
It's just on Netflix.
It's the same thing when you start watching one thing, and then you're like, "Well, hold on. Well, they got more of these?
Yeah.
Well, where's the rest of them?"
Because I was in the kitchen and I was like just doing some dishes, and I had it on like on auto scroll. So then it landed on that, and I was like, "Oh, what is this? I like this."
Listen, one of them Chinese dramas almost got me because there's some plus size girl in this Chinese drama that's set in the past on TikTok, right? And she is hooking up with the prince. Apparently, she's supposed to be hooking up with nobody. She's sleeping with everybody royalty. And but it's only like in 2 minutes. But then you try to watch the whole thing. It's like 72 episodes. But then they're not in order. But they're only like 3 minutes long. And I'm like, well, they put production value into it. It's set in the past. But I'm like, I can't find the main page.
That's why you got to go to the main page, and then you just.
But I keep finding the repost or the repost or the repost or the repost. So I can't find the original post of it, so I can't get the other episodes of the show because I keep finding the offshoots and keep copying the page. So
you got to pay the $20 so you can get for the rest of the episodes.
I don't even know who to give the $20 to because I keep getting all the pay. I get user one.
Because you know what's happening though is I think people on TikTok they're which is so annoying.
So I'll start looking at it and then I find out it's user 167043333.
But this is when you got to go into full detective mode. You got to see in the comments and somebody goes, "Oh, what's the name of the show?"
Yes.
And then you find out the name of the show. Then you go Google the name of the show.
Yes.
And then you see, do they got a TikTok? Because I'm gonna go stalk you now.
I did wonder if you knew that Korean dramas are very popular with non-Korean women, especially women of color and especially black women.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Very popular.
I thought I was alone.
I thought I was alone for the longest time.
So I had nobody to talk to about, like, when I started watching The Glory, I had nobody to talk to.
Yeah.
So I play a lot of golf, and I would talk to all my Korean homegirls about it. And they thought I was...
Because they're playing golf with you. I love it.
I'm like, yo, I'm with you guys. They're like, you're kind of Korean now.
Yeah.
I'm super Korean. Like, I'm down for the cause.
Let's just go, 감사합니다.
It's so funny. Remember when we were in Atlanta when we did the Sarangees, our first like fan meeting, right? You remember? I forget her name.
It was all black people.
There was a lady from Atlanta, and she was telling me, she was just like, yes, I talk about my Korean dramas with the Korean ladies in my Pilates class, and they've taken me in, and I was like, that's so cute.
They've taken me in. I love that. I was like, that's my community now. I have nobody else to talk to about it. So I did not know.
I just found out last night, and I didn't know this was. I don't know if this just happened. When I first started watching it, because I don't like using the English dubbing because it makes me feel like I'm failing. Not that I'm failing, but like you don't, as someone who's an actor, you don't get all of the inflection and stuff when you use the English dubbing.
Yeah,
the words aren't
I get that, but I like watching the show too and do other things. And then it's like I need to see, I need to hear what's going on.
Right.
But I did say I want to hear what the actual actors' voices sound like.
Yes.
Because I know that's not how they actually sound. And I want to hear her real, like when she was, that's why I was like, I wanted to see some scenes because like when she's crying for her mom, the dubbing sounds so bland.
Oh yeah, no.
Mom! 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 I was like, that is not the emotion that actor is giving you right now.
As someone,
for you to be like, Mom! Mom!
You know what? That upsets me because as somebody who was on a cartoon for 5 seasons, the way that they would not have let me get away from some nonsense like that. Because the show that at Great North, we would be like running or be in the cold and the snow and stuff. And so they're literally like, okay, and I'm standing there like act like I'm shivering, all this other stuff. But it's like, there's no way they should have got away with that. I've had to run before.
You would think
the
like,
dubbing is so like,
well, why hasn't it gotten better? But because they're voice actors, they're actors.
But also too, I think
no one's asking them to.
But no, I think too, they're relying heavily on the translation.
Yeah.
And sometimes
the translation be wrong.
That's what I'm saying. Certain things are not conveyed the same when they're translated. And it sounds off. It sounds very backwards. It sounds fake. It sounds like you're just like, well, of course, I am your executioner. I have to be there because I'm your executioner. It's like, bro, like, just why are you giving him that? Like,
I can tell. It's funny because I
want to hear what his real voice sounds like.
Emotionless Yeo-jeong.
Oh, I watched Attorney Woo with only dubbing on. I'm sure I lost half of the whole meaning of that
So when
show.
you watch it in its original form, do you still have the subtitles?
Oh, absolutely. I don't speak Korean.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I thought you was out here like, yo, I speak Korean.
No. Bula. But yeah, it's very popular among black women. And we're trying to figure this out.
In South America, so like even I would say 20 years ago, a lot of K-dramas were like imported over to Latin America and South America. So there is such a large population of Spanish speakers that love this show. So it's like the folks who like
Because if you've ever
telenovelas.
watched a telenovela,
It's very similar.
I know it's like I grew up watching telenovelas, like, and that's my mother's bread and butter, right?
Right.
And it's very much the same thing. It's highly dramatic.
Yes.
You're captivated by the people because it's just like so like everybody's life is so crazy
Yeah.
that you have to be involved with everybody's situation.
Yeah.
And everything is heightened all the time.
Oh, speaking of, there is this. Sorry, this is random.
I'm excited.
I was listening to NPR this morning.
God
There is a South African drama that is like top 10 right now on
it's called
Netflix.
The polygamous.
Yes.
On Netflix.
You
I
should
still have
watch
to
that.
I haven't started.
I'm
it.
very curious.
Apparently, it's very intense. Here's the
People
thing.
are loving it.
I don't watch TV to be upset.
No. But this is like, it sounds
no.
like kind of like
But you know
makjang,
what?
you know?
Well, for me, like,
Oh, it's all my tongue stresses me out. You see what I'm saying? Anytime a white truck of doom shows up, I'm like, mother.
So makjang means like the Korean dramas that are overly like the telenovela types. There's a couple that are just about romance and they're super intense.
is that the
and,
ones
like,
that when they kiss and it's in slow motion and then it gets like a white in the background and they like look at each other?
No. That's just the kissing scene. What I'm talking about is the show that I watch called, you know what? If you want a good example of makjang, there's a show on Netflix called The Last Empress. But why do you think that this is so popular among like black women?
Because it's messy. It's so messy, and I like being in other people's business because I don't want you in my business, but I will be in everybody else's business.
Hilarious.
Like, you don't got to know who my baby daddy is, but I want to know who your baby daddy is.
That's why Maury is a million.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's something about being in other people's business
Yes, we love being in other
that is like, it's so satisfying. Because, like, you can have a hard day, right? And then you go watch The Glory. And you watching this woman get revenge on all these people.
So
and
satisfying.
It's so satisfying.
Because you can't get revenge.
I can't get revenge on the people I want to.
Also,
I know.
as she's shown us, revenge is very expensive.
It
I
is
know. She
very-
dedicated 20 years of her life,
That's
basically.
what I'm saying. I was watching, like, especially, that's why I really liked episode 15, because it kind of like filled in a lot of blanks and like a lot of timeline issues for me. Because I'm like, how long has she been really doing this? Like, and then you get to see everything set up. Like, you've been investing time, energy, money, the payoffs you gotta give. The it's just you just buying things, buying funeral
cars,
homes, like
buying
things.
cars, funeral homes, all
Like,
kinds
y'all
of stuff.
Like, this is a hefty investment for revenge.
That's why you never see poor people get revenge.
And that's why I was like, exactly.
They
'cause
just go to jail.
If this was my movie, it would have started off bang bang, and then the movie over, and then it's like I'm in jail, episode 2, and it's like
I would say if it's me trying to get revenge, because here's the thing: everybody's talking about, "I take your man, I take your man." You don't know if the man worth taking. So ain't nobody doing enough research.
But
to
that
see.
she did that. She did the research. She looked at her man, the side man,
Yeah.
your best friend, your
She looked at
cousin,
everyone.
your mama.
Uh-huh.
She said, I didn't even want to, I didn't even need your mama testimony. I just wanted you to see your mama ain't shit.
And that is the real revenge. Because if it was me, I'm going for that. Found out. Because, you know, a lot of times you go back and forth with men and shit. You know, it's a whole busting up the cars and all that other stuff. Nah. You got to bust up the car. Get in that man's head. Because they're not taught how to process emotions. Right? So, you can bust up his car. He can get a new windshield. But emotional scars never heal. You see what I'm saying? So, all you got to do, bro, my ex told me I had little lips in 2007.
A little
I
look.
think about it all the time. All the time.
You have little lips?
Compared to other black people,
Oh, yeah.
yes.
Oh yeah, this dude told me I have man hands, and I ain't never forget about that. I do a whole bit of it on stage now. Thank you very
Man
much.
hands?
He's like, I got some manly hands.
What is wrong with people?
See, this is why we single, and that's why if you see me get married in 6 months, don't judge. He love my man hands.
Okay, first of all,
You do not have man
I
hands.
don't know what men
I know.
around,
They're so pretty.
but that is insane.
I know. That's so
That makes
weird.
me feel like his hand. You know what? I do pay
Maybe
attention to
he
men.
has girly hands.
Maybe so.
Maybe that's it.
He had little hands.
He had like mid-sized hands.
That's why he came at you like that, because he.
Our hands is almost the same size.
But they shouldn't have been. How tall was he?
He was like 6 feet.
There's no reason his hands should have been the same size as yours. He's like 6 feet tall. That man out here with baby hands. Out here looking like a pure Muppet. No, that's his
And he
fault.
had me being like, yeah, you know what? I do got man hands.
A curse on him and his household. No. A plague on both his houses.
Until you do right by
get
me.
revenge.
We'll
We'll get revenge on him.
Calm down. We bind that up in the name of Jesus. Relax. I just said Shakespeare.
Till you do right by me.
Stop playing. That's real. Hold on. Right
Okay.
there. That's real hoodoo. Stop
So,
playing. Hold on. Dang.
okay.
She out here playing with.
What was the moment or scene that completely locked you in the glory?
Honestly, it was, and it's gonna sound really weird, but it was like the first episode when you're like seeing everything go down with the kids and whatnot.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. This
And
drama is insane.
listen,
Of course
I'm all
watching
down
it.
for kids bullying. I'm all down for kids being bullied. Then I saw the kind of bullying. I was like,
like,
wait a minute. See, I had to check again. You know, like you pause the TV, like, wait, is this on Netflix?
I know.
I was like, wait a minute. And I was like, run this back. Like, let me see this
Which
again.
is so interesting because when I looked up some stuff about the glory on TikTok, and they said people have been saying like, "Oh, American kids would never be able to survive Korean bullying," and
It's
people
true.
keep going.
I think about that all the time.
Yeah, but people keep going. American kids shoot up schools.
That's true. But that's because they
Never mind.
can't stand the bullying.
So what we not doing is you not gonna do all of this to me. I hit once.
Yeah.
Nigga, it is World War III in this.
Yeah,
thing.
that's the only
one
thing.
One sizzle. Bitch, if I'm baking, then you are fried. There's no way you finna hit me
Actually,
again.
that's my only issue. I was just like, that you got about half an inch of putting a curling iron next to me for you to burn my whole body, and I don't fight back.
We
Oh, exactly.
outside. I'm calling everybody who was a play cousin. My mama's finna fight yours. There's
So-
no way.
For me, every time I used to watch Korean dramas, because bullying is like a huge thing in Korea. So this
Is
is actually
it?
this incident was based on a true
This is a
story.
real thing
so
that
this
happened.
Wait, this is a real
Yeah.
story?
Yes,
Yeah.
this is based on a true event.
Yeah,
Like
in
I
middle
read
Did,
on
school.
did
the
somebody
side.
really get revenge though?
No.
That's why they got the whole TV show.
No, but bullying's like a huge problem. So you have a lot of Korean dramas that there's like that new show on Netflix called Teach Me a Lesson. It's based on a webtoon, but it's about bullying as well. But every time I was little, I would watch it. I'd just be like, gosh, Korean kids are really mean, like really, really
But
mean.
I feel like
But you grew up here, right?
yeah, I
She
grew
from South
up here.
Carolina.
Yeah, I grew up in the South. So today, we're gonna be talking about episode 15 of The Glory, and you guys, so much happens. So much happens. Okay, so Hyun-nam finally slaps Yeon-jin and tells her off. Yay!
She said, I have something for you.
Yes. Toyoung gives Yeon-jin one last chance to save their marriage by apologizing to So-hee's family, but she refuses, forcing him to leave her.
She went like this with the paper. She went.
I ain't doing
Yeah,
it.
she did. Sara drops the video of Yeon-jin bullying So-hee online. Yeon-jin is forced to quit her job, and Yesor tells her she's no longer proud of her mommy.
That
We'll get into it. The bullies absolutely lose it at Myeong-oh's funeral, where Hye-jeong taunts Sara with the sex tape, and then in return, Sara stabs her in the throat with the pen. Then we learn So-hee's unborn baby wasn't Myeong-oh's, it was Chejun's.
girl.
Then Dong-eun pulls off her biggest move yet. Yeon-jin's mother hands the name tag over to Dong-eun, and Yeon-jin walks in to witness the betrayal.
Da, da, da.
Oh. And then finally, Dong-eun finds out Yeo-jeong has been So-hee's mom's legal guardian this whole time. Strap in, y'all. It's crazy. Crazy.
How do you say bananas in Korean?
Banana.
I knew it.
It's banana.
Like a minion? Why you say like a minion?
Banana.
It is
Banana.
It is banana.
I want to know whose language banana was in because it's not
Banana.
Spanish. So I want to know what
Banana.
language.
Banana.
Also, the minions love them.
So you just say it with an accent?
I didn't even realize.
Banana.
I didn't even realize that's how they say banana.
They're
Banana.
Da, 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 banana.
There's these, I don't know if we ever never tasted them, but they're my favorite Korean snack. It's called banana kick. They're so good. They're like Cheetos, but they're made out of banana.
I've seen these things, and they break me and my brother's brains every time.
So good. They're so
I just
delicious.
became allergic to bananas like the past couple of years. I'm so sad. I love
Oh,
bananas.
gosh. I hate the way our body is just like.
I think because I loved bananas so much, I
You,
ate it
overdid
so
it?
much. I was eating
That's
banana
how
for
we're-
breakfast, lunch, snack,
Yeah.
before bed. In the middle of the night, I wake up, I don't want a banana. Like,
That's how I feel
Bananas are
sometimes
good.
about peanuts. I get worried because it's like sometimes you get like after you have
you
a
don't want to
kid,
get a nut allergy.
girl, and I love men. Like there's no way that. Thank you.
For that reason, I'm out.
Okay, so the show opens.
Oh my gosh.
And then we have the shaman, the Mudang showdown, okay?
Every time.
Okay. So there's a flashback though, and we see Dong-eun in the snow. So she's young in high school, and it's right after So-hee's accident. She's back there, and it's when her teacher's yelling at her about the withdrawal form, okay?
Right.
And then out of nowhere, she spots Yeon-jin's little name tag in the snow. And I'm like, how did you find this?
First of all, shitty detectives, horrible police work.
Horrible.
It's an orange tag with
in
your
white
name
snow.
at the crime scene.
And
I
it would have
know.
been probably like even if it felt. First of all, they thought. Listen, it got ruled a suicide and she was on fire. So
If anything, it would have been like either in her hand
Yeah.
or even if she fell like this, right? Maybe next to her.
Yes.
Nobody saw that?
Nobody saw that except Dong-eun because she has the eagle eye. She sees through the snow. Okay. So then we jump to the present day and it's the shaman and she's doing her little ritual, right? And we know that she's faking it, right? We know that Dong-eun told her to fake being So-hee to scare Yeon-jin.
and this
okay?
is why I need to learn Korean because
Yeah.
I wasn't 100%
Yeah.
like because they were talking about like the death list and all of that and they're talking about this is the thing a shaman can't do.
Here's the thing. So this is when the scene switches, okay? So she is faking it, but then there's a moment where she kind of snaps.
Yeah.
And then out of nowhere, she starts seeing. She looks to the side and it's like she's having a moment. And you can kind of tell because like the atmosphere changes.
This vibe changes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the vibe changes and she's yelling at a ghost, being like, "What are you doing here? You're covered in burns.
yeah.
Your head's caved in. What are you doing here?" She starts like choking, and it's actually kind of scary. And Dong-eun is terrified too. Like everyone's like freaking out.
Because it was like
How do you say her name correctly?
Dong-eun.
That's not what I thought it said.
Well,
The captions be fooling me, but go ahead.
I know it's hard. It's not an easy name. Dong-eun. Un's hard. Dong-eun. Yeah, it's kind of hard. Yeah,
Because it's
Dong-eun.
like because the D almost it's like I realized like the D almost does a T, the G
'Cause I
almost does
yeah.
a K, and
It's
a
a
P and a
EUN
B
is like
the same.
I
EUN
thought
is
I thought the D
hard.
was a real D.
I know
No,
people
it's-
think
it's
it's
more T.
Dong-eun. Yeah,
That's what I thought, yeah.
So when
It's
like so
Dong-eun.
Yeon-jin's husband, his name is not Do-young, it's To-young.
Toyoung.
Oh.
It's a little bit softer. The D is a softie.
Got
So
it.
that's
makes
why
sense.
it's like when you make your so the D leans into like a T. Anytime you see a B, it's kind of like a P. And then like when you say like a kising or kisang, is it in a G and a K are close.
It's hard. Yeah, it's hard. But you see her fall back, and this is what you're talking about. She has this. What is it called? They call it a poljon, right? It's God's deadliest punishment shamanism. So she like something happens to her. She
gets
passes
struck
out.
down.
She got struck down.
I thought she had a seizure.
Yeah,
Fell out.
basically, yeah. So she gets struck down. All the other shamans, mudangs, are running away screaming.
Because they were
Okay.
like, oh,
Uh-huh.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's contagious.
Yeah. So she chokes, she falls down. Everyone's terrified. Yeon-jin runs out. Dong-eun is scared. Like Dong-eun for the first time is like really scared
Because it
watching
was
this.
because when this was a setup, because it's like, oh, you was playing around.
Yep,
It's
yep.
like when your friends are playing around playing Bloody Mary, and then I guess because I've never done Bloody Mary because I don't play like that.
I don't play like that.
But it's like your friends are like, oh, it's a whole joke, and all of a sudden everybody comes running out of the bathroom. And
Yeah.
I'm sitting out there going, I told y'all not to play with
That's
that.
why I don't
Yeah.
play with that Ouija board. As soon as you start playing with that,
The Ouija boys are creepy. I don't know why kids play with that.
people, yeah, they sell it in the stores.
It's so weird. It's
Listen,
so
there was a
weird.
couple Bone Thugs and Harmony song I had to go, you know what? I can't do that with y'all today. Just skip past that.
So my question is, do we think So-hee was really there? Is this a supernatural
Yeah.
event?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think,
I
there
think
was
she
a
showed
moment.
up because if she was sitting there, and I don't want to use this term, but if she's sitting there play acting, right?
Yeah.
If she's putting on this whole act, because that's what she's been doing as a shaman, because we know that she's a fraud, and then all of a sudden because if you're supposed to be possessed by the ghost, and then all of a sudden you're yelling at the ghost.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something happened, because it wouldn't make sense for all of a sudden the ghost you're supposed to be possessed with to now be outside the body.
I know. And then remember the scene where the talisman thing falls on Yeon-jin's
Oh,
mom's
yeah,
face?
yeah.
I was like, oh,
I
maybe
felt
she
like
did.
that was like a moment where it was like foreshadowing, like you're done. Like
Yeah.
everything that you've been planning or trying to hide will come to light. Like
Yeah.
you're done. You're dead.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw, I was like, oh, they gonna get her.
She is. I mean, yeah, she goes down. Okay, so then maybe this is where we play the clip. Okay. So we'll see.
Play the clip. And what's the doctor's name again?
Yeo-jeong.
Yeo-jeong. He's so
Yeo-jeong.
fine.
He's fine.
I like him. I like a little
He's
nerdy.
cute.
Look at him. He's so devoted to her.
He is.
I want somebody who's gonna kill.
I mean, no, it's like find a
sabotage
man
with
like,
me,
you know.
And he cooked for her. He cleaned for her. Man, y'all don't realize a good man when you see it.
No, my ex was like, I had an ex like that, where it was just like, if anybody said anything to me, I could have gone and pointed and he'd have jumped on him.
I like how he's just like real
Okay.
nonchalant. Like my
But
driving.
also, Toyoung could have been like that. He just never had interest in. He never was given, like, you have these moments with Toyoung, especially when you see how he is with Yeso. It's like, oh, he is someone who's very protective of his family, but he has this frivolous, ridiculous wife.
Yeah.
So they didn't have a real relationship. But you can see he's a stand-up dude. It's
Well-
just that he never had to be stand-up because his wife was always lay down.
I would say maybe this is overgeneralization, but Korean men in general do not help. They do not
Really?
help. Yeah. Technically, traditionally, they expect the wife, to do everything. And then
So a lot
if you
of
want a
cultures are
man,
like
if you
that.
want a man who does stuff, Taiwanese and Chinese men, they do a lot.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's
So
very,
maybe that's why he was so appealing to me, because it's like he was like doing so much. For
I
her.
know. I feel like his character though, because he went through so much trauma, I feel like there's a little bit of that.
That
you know?
too. Like,
the
he's
trauma
like, yeah.
changed him. And maybe with Toyoung after this is pretty traumatic. Find your wife
Yeah.
is a freaking hussy.
yeah,
Murderer.
Yeah.
She's a murdering
Murdering
slut.
Maybe he might find a wife who's not a doll.
Yeah.
Maybe he might actually want to marry a woman.
Like a Toon? Okay. So this is the next scene.
I love this part. And we finally get to see the shift in. What's her name again? I'm so sorry. What's her name again?
The
Hyun-nam.
lady, Hyun-nam.
Hyun-nam.
We get to see finally a turn in her.
Uh-huh.
Also, she's actually smoking that cigarette.
Yeah.
Like a lot of times on shows, you'll see someone fake smoking.
She's smoking.
She's smoking a cigarette.
This is such a comical slap.
Oh God, the cursing.
Oh, I've never seen. Oh, I've heard it in this way.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
That was such a comical slap. I like this part where she turns it on and looks back.
Yes.
I like how the camera is her.
The cursing is nuts.
She sounds completely different than I thought.
I bet they had her sounding crazy in the dubbing.
Don't mess with me.
Oh, it sounds way more menacing.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
why I don't.
You have to watch it, yeah.
That's why I don't watch with subtitles.
Oh my gosh, she says that curse word 3 times. Oh, and then.
He heard it all.
Dun, dun, dun.
He heard it all.
Our hot husband is
love,
watching.
I love how he just throws the money on the floor too, like fucking peasants.
The music is so good in this. I always we didn't really talk about the music. Okay. So.
This confused me for a second because I couldn't understand who he's.
Okay.
Because that's the Detective Ajushi's henchman.
Yeah. So I wanted to talk about this. I was confused too. So.
Okay, 감사합니다.
Okay. So we see the slap scene. We reacted to that.
True.
But then when Toyoung shows up, Toyoung has an envelope of cash, and he tosses it to the goon, right?
Yeah,
the police. Ajushi's. Yeah. I was confused to what that money. What was he doing with that?
Oh, I knew immediately.
What is he doing?
They've been following her. He needed to know where she was at. They was like, "Hey man, she over here. All right, thank you for your services. Here's your payment."
But
That's why he threw it on the floor. Like, I'm not giving it to you in your hand. I'm gonna give it to you on the floor.
So I thought he was paying them to find the police detective ajushi to kill him.
I could not understand.
so?
I thought it was just to follow his wife.
Oh,
But
damn.
Because remember now, he already knows she did this, or he suspected she did this,
Yeah.
she did it. So he's like, now I need to know what's really going on with her.
But why is he using Detective Ajushi's henchmen?
Yes.
That's what I
Because
don't understand.
they're already in the family business. The mother already has the detective
But
on
how
payroll.
did he get the content? How did he get the contact? How did he get the number to talk to him?
From the mother, from her mother.
But him and the mama don't talk
Okay,
like
so
that.
Lulu's saying, I think that they're all connected. They're family friends, or they're family, like they're associates of the family. So maybe they
Right.
all kind of know.
And when
each
you
other.
that rich, you could just call the, hey man, come here. You want to make some
I
extra
don't know.
cash?
But the way,
But him and the mom, but Toyoung and Yeon-jin's mom don't get down like that.
I mean, we don't know.
Well, we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
I think it's weirdly convenient to just. I think it's a casting thing. I don't think it made any sense.
But I thought the slapping though, back to the slapping scene, I thought that was the most satisfying part ever in this entire episode, to be honest.
Because when Yeon-jin
because like
slaps
poor
Hyun-nam,
Hyun-nam,
I'm just like, why are you slapping this lady?
I know,
She got enough going on with her silly ass husband.
I know.
Oh no, that she deserved that slap.
She deserved it.
No. She deserved that slap. But like when Yeon-jin slapped Hyun-nam, I was like, why did
Oh,
you slap this woman?
in the
No.
previous episode.
No,
Yeah, yeah,
Hyun-nam slapping Yeon-jin makes perfect sense.
Yeah, yeah,
I couldn't
yeah.
understand why Yeon-jin slapped her in the first place.
Okay, so this scene now, right? Toyoung approaches Yeon-jin and she gives him an ultimatum, right? Or he gives her an ultimatum. He's like, hey, you need to go and apologize to So-hee's family. Apologize for what you did, and then we'll stay together, right? We'll be together. She literally scoffs at him, and she's just like, hey, crumples it up, and she's like, I was there. It was an accident. She did it on her own. And he's like, what do you mean? So you were there. You know, and she's like, you know what, whatever. So he's like, okay, well, that's your answer. And then he calls his lawyer Ajashi, and the next day, or that moment, I feel like the article goes out, right?
Oh yeah,
Declaring
it was like,
that it was all prepped and ready to go.
That's why. So he said, it's go time. Like,
Yeah, let's go.
release the hounds.
Yeah, release the house. Yes. Okay, so do we think it was stupid for Yeon-jin to reject his offer?
1000%.
listen,
She has nobody in her corner.
ma'am.
Here's the thing. I think she.
Do you love my questions?
I think she
Don't
thought.
ask me no silly questions.
I personally think she took that way out because she thought her mother
Yeah.
was going to save her in the end.
I think she thought she had something, or maybe, but you know the way she approaches in the scene where she talks to Toyoung's mom. It's almost as if she's like tells her mother-in-law, she's like, "Oh, we had a little fight."
we had a little
She
fight.
tells Yesor that too. We had a little fight. We're gonna get away. I think she thinks
Everything's gonna be fine.
everything's gonna work out.
Because she even said it was just a little fight. Nothing to get a divorce over.
Yeah. So like,
I think that if she lives in a space, if she's never done anything wrong, if she lives in the space of there's nothing I can do for this man to leave me, right? Then she doesn't have to apologize to So-hee's family.
Well,
She
she's
doesn't
never
have-
she's never had to apologize.
She's never
she
had to-
murdered
Yeah.
someone, and her mother covered it up.
She's never had to be accountable for her actions. So
She had a
why-
baby with somebody and said it was somebody else's.
I know.
She's
Which is-
never been accountable.
True, but we all know that you're like, if you ever caught one, you'd be like, I know who I'm pinning this on.
Oh hell yeah! I wouldn't say you're the father.
What?
Absolutely not.
The actual daddy?
No.
Why do you think I got what?
and then one scene that what like made me laugh was for her when she sees the divorce headlines that she's laughing like a maniac. I was like, this
So-
girl has lost her fucking mind.
So that scene was so crazy to me because she was so weirded out. I didn't even realize that was her. I had to rewind it
like, you know,
because she was like, I was like,
Unhinged.
wait, is that her?
Uh-huh, that's
Jeez.
her.
But to be
That's her.
watching this and then Royal Nemesis at the same time.
Oh, you need
Oh,
to
you
watch
need to watch
Royal
Royal
Nemesis
Nemesis.
on Netflix.
Next, that's next.
because
you have
it's
to
the
watch
same
it.
actress who plays Yeon-jin.
Yeah. But she plays like
It's
a
cute.
completely different character.
It's a cute girl.
She
She's
can
so
act.
sweet. I'm telling you.
So the girl can act, is what you're telling
Let
me.
me tell you something.
She
the
is-
way
oh.
we better be glad these
She's
Koreans
not
don't
in a-
look like us. You understand? The way them black British actors, because you know a lot of American
Or they gonna
Brit-
take our jobs. You better be worried. They gonna take your jobs. They gonna-
Listen, and the way things going right now, ain't no jobs to take.
Okay, so then we go to the scene where Ciara uploads the video.
Sarah
uploads the
Is that
video.
just Sarah?
Yeah, so sometimes I say Sarah and I like stop. It's Hara.
Sarah.
But it is based on Hara
Sarah.
because it's religious. Anyways, she's Hara.
It's
Yeah, because
religious.
she's like her dad's a preacher.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
yeah,
because
yeah,
Sarah.
Sarah.
Yeah.
Okay, so she uploads the Yeon-jin video, right, from high school where she is outwardly bullying So-hee and saying that she's gonna kill her, right? So she uploads that video.
right.
And take off your clothes, which was wild.
Yeah.
In public.
Yes. So this is where she fights Hye-jeong, or she kind of like antagonizes Hye-jeong, right? Because Hye-jeong is there and she's like, I'm trying to help you. She's trying to be on her side. She's there to like chat with her. But then Hye-jeong sees that the divorce news hit. So she's like, oh my God, what am I going to do? Do you think Chejun's going to go back with Yeon-jin?
Because now she's getting divorced.
Yeah. And then Sara's like, shut up. I have to upload this video. You're just a plaything. You're just a plaything. Get a grip. And again, I need to tell you this, but if it weren't for Dong-eun, it would have been you, right? So she says that. So then Hye-jeong gets really upset. And she's like, you know what? I'll make you pay, and she like runs off. Okay. So
She was like, I wanted to help you, but you're going to regret this.
You should just let me buy your clothes.
yeah, because she was like, she wanted to pay her back. She was like, I'm here to help you. She
Yeah.
wants to be on her side
She
and
was
help
actually
her.
trying to be really nice, but that girl was just way too far gone. She
But,
didn't
but not only is she so far gone, it's just like she's in such a, when you catch somebody in a full on spiral,
Yeah.
they can't hear you.
Yeah.
She was masturbating in the church to Jesus. There's nowhere else to come from that.
I
No
mean-
pun intended.
I mean, she was like to Myeong-oh and all of that, but also that was also too much. Like we did not need.
We talked about this in that episode. We're like, did the writers have to put that in? So then Hyun-nam says goodbye to her husband, right? So she, She spreads his ashes.
So the subtitles you're saying it translated as bastard, but she says yobo,
She says yobo.
What does that mean?
like
So-
darling, I love, something like that.
She basically says, hey, I hope you rot in the ocean, bastard. But in Korean, she's calling him like my husband.
I
like
hope you rot
husband, darling.
in the ocean,
husband.
my darling.
She literally says darling, husband.
Yeah, husband.
So
My darling husband rot in the bottom of the
Yeah.
ocean. I like that. I
Exactly.
like that way better.
Exactly.
Right. And so I like, because also when I was watching it, I heard yobo and I was like, yobo doesn't. I
Mean
heard
bastard,
because like a guy I used to work with, he was like he would call each other yobo. It's just like a it's a term of endearment for people who are married,
Yeah.
basically.
You know what
And
I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get them Google AirPods that translate in real time,
yeah.
so I could listen to the show and I could feel like I could learn it while
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
watching.
My
'Cause
high school.
I want the actual translations of things. Not,
Yeah.
That's why I said the subtitles sometimes throw you off.
Yeah.
Sometimes
for
when I'm
sure.
watching the historical dramas, because I watch them so often, and it's a different kind of Korean.
Yeah.
Sometimes I go, that's not what he said. I don't know what he said.
Yeah.
But that's not what he said, and
Yeah.
I know for a fact.
I like
wrong.
her character delivering more, rot in the bottom of the ocean, my darling, versus rot in the bottom of the ocean, bastard.
Bastard.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. You need to call these people because we don't put them on blast numerous times.
This translation isn't that good. So the next scene. So Yeon-jin's mom shows up to Hyun-nam, right, and wants to have a settlement, right? And then Hyun-nam refuses. Yeon-jin's mom gets really mad. She's acting like
She
a
said double
bitch.
the offer.
And then she goes double the offer. She's like, oh my gosh, I'm a mother and a grandmother. I'm like, shut up, you
You're also
awful
a murderer.
I can. Okay. So then Yeon-jin's mom drives home, okay? She's trying to get into her garage and Dong-eun is standing there. She's like, get out of the way. Don't you see I'm trying to
He
pull
knows where I
in?"
live.
I know. So,
Her acting is hilarious.
yeah, I know. It's so dramatic.
I can say, as someone who's been watching these shows,
so dramatic.
It's like when she was in the car, she goes, he knows where I
as
live.
someone who has been watching these shows since I was in high school, this is her and that singer lady from Marry My Husband.
Singer lady.
The one that the rich lady that Min-won was sleeping with. Her acting was terrible.
Oh, Poa.
Yeah. Boa.
I forgot about Poa.
She was terrible. The mama, she was terrible.
I think this lady's usually a good actress, though.
I don't know what happened. I don't know. They cut all her hair off and she lost her powers. Like Samson. I don't know what happened.
She be doing a lot of,
But but in the act, that's why I couldn't understand what was going on, because her acting did not make sense for the scene.
interesting.
When she hit old boy with the car, she was like, "And you've been here with me too," and you're like, "What the is happening?"
It was very.
So,
But her acting is very awful, and she throws me. That's why I never know what's happening in her scenes. She stresses me out.
So she gets out of the car, and the Dong-eun's like, "Do you remember me?" Right? And then she's like, "I'm Moon Dong-eun," and she's like, "Moon Dong-eun, Moon Dong-eun." She's like, "I've been plotting this since 2004," and then it finally clicks that she is the girl that she tried to pay off. Right?
How many people has this lady paid off where she don't remember who she
That's
paid
the
off?
thing. When you got that kind of money, you paying off everybody. You paying off politicians, grocery stores.
She just
everything.
stayed. What is her extortion budget?
I know. Oh, what does she do? Remember we talked
What
about
is she doing?
She has so much money. Okay, so Dong-eun tells her she knows that she killed Hyun-nam's husband, right? But she goes, "I don't care about that. All I care about is your daughter being held responsible for killing So-hee," right?
So he.
Yeah. She's like, "I know that you guys covered it up with the detective ajushi.
Yep.
I want that name tag that you took. You have Yeon-jin's name tag. I want it. Or if you don't give it to me, I'm going to turn you in for Hyun-nam's death." Okay. She's like, "The decision is up to you." Okay.
Here's my question, right? Why was it so important to have her name tag? Wouldn't it be more important to have he's name tag? Because then it would be like it was grabbed when she fell, correct?
So he wasn't wearing her name tag when she fell.
wasn't. So what happened was So-hee grabbed
Yeon-jin.
Yeon-jin's name
Yeah.
tag when she fell back. Yeah.
Oh,
So that's why that's the key piece of evidence of like the fact that
It was in
Yeon-jin
her
was
hand
there when she died.
Because it was like, how
But
did
it wasn't in
name-
her hand. It was in a pile of snow.
Right.
Snow.
But if Yeon-jin wasn't there, how'd her name tag get there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The girl just wasn't holding on to this girl's name tag.
Yeah. So it's like,
Not
do you
like they
wanna
go
be
together.
So she asked, she's like, "Do you want to be a murderer or do you just want to go down for manslaughter?" Because manslaughter charges are less severe, right? So, okay.
Which is crazy.
And then this line was crazy. "You can pretend to love your daughter or save your own skin." And I was like,
She said,
oh.
"I already know the answer to that, but you can pretend and like you need to
Yeah,
decide."
I was like, it's so good.
I did, and so I was just like, so she really doesn't love Yeon-jin? She was
I don't
just
think
doing
so.
all this stuff?
I mean, I feel like she was doing it because that's her obligation as a mom to protect,
Yeah.
but to have love is different.
I think
They're protecting the name versus protecting her child.
Ah.
And maybe she, at this point, up until this point, she thought Yeon-jin was useful. Yeon-jin's pretty. She's conniving.
She was married to.
She married that rich guy.
Yeah.
So maybe like just through
and
association.
then had a
Yeah,
daughter
had a
with this rich guy, but now it's
Yeah.
like the daughter ain't the rich guy's.
Yeah.
You really are a
You think
killer.
her mom didn't know that wasn't Toyoung's daughter?
Not by the way she
I
reacted.
don't know if she knew
no,
that. I
no.
don't know.
By the way she reacted, no.
Yeah. So, okay.
I did
Then-
wonder if she told her mom.
I don't think she told her mom. I don't think she told her mom because I think her mom would have been upset about that. That's crazy.
I think if her mother knew, her mother would have made sure she had a baby from Toyoung. She would have made
Yeah.
her have another baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, she would have said you got to have another baby.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which was stupid. Why didn't she just do that in general? Anyway.
Why?
We talked about that. So we were like, why did she not? And maybe ultimately, I think someone in her comments was like, she's just too selfish. She's way
Yeah,
too
but-
selfish. She didn't want to like, maybe someone was
But
like,
that's how
she
you
didn't wanna
secure
go
the
through.
bag.
Well, that's what yeah. Or
Especially
she thought
if you
she was
knew.
above it. She's so above it all. She's like, I don't need to do this. Like, look at her now. Like when he's telling
she
her,
thinking about securing the bag because she think the bag's always gonna be secure.
But that's what I'm saying. You gotta double back. If you already know this child is not his, have another child
of course, to lock it in, you got to secure the line.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so
This
Yeon-jin
is what her
gets-
mama meant by saying you don't know how to do this.
Well, exactly,
Let me do
because
this.
she didn't. She's not as like.
She's not conniving. She's just up.
She's conniving, but she's just not very smart because I think in a weird way she's spoiled. She's had everything taken care of. So I don't think she's able to like think, get a step ahead of it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
she's not conniving. She's just mean. She's just rude.
Yeah.
She's like she's a true bully.
Just, yeah. Okay.
Oh, she's just trying.
So
Yeah.
she's at work, right? She's practicing her lines, and then everyone's like, like whispering and stuff, and she's like, eh. And then she learns that Ciara has uploaded the video, okay? And it's pretty bad, right? It's pretty damning, right? Because she clearly says, I'm going to kill her, So everyone in the office is in an uproar. Her boss comes out. The boss is like, what is this bullshit? Like, what is this? And she's like, actually, sir. She like goes over, grabs a piece of paper.
I didn't know what she was on. I was just
Okay,
like,
the
so in Korean,
resignation
so it's
paper.
called a sajikso, sajikso, which basically means like, It's a resignation letter. So in Korea, when you resign, you have to actually send like a physical letter. So it's usually you write literally, it's hajikso, you write it, and then you sign your name, and you have to put an envelope and like give it to
It's
them.
a very specific envelope. It's a whole thing. It's a big deal. If you
He's
watch,
like, you know what? I don't even want to quit no more. Like,
So she throws
Bro, I gotta
it.
get calligraphy involved.
I need a special envelope.
Nah, dog.
Okay, so then she basically says, though, she's like, I admit to the bullying, but I didn't kill anyone.
Because the letter that came out talking about Weather Lady A,
Yes,
right,
Weather Lady
says that this lady bullied my daughter. And now there's a video of her showing her bullying somebody.
You did it.
You did it.
You did it. So
I'm not a murderer. Yes, you are.
then she goes home. And this moment, I was like, this was also very satisfying, right? She goes home and she like tells our Yesol's nanny to get rid of all like her
Devices.
laptop. She's like, don't let her go on the internet. And she turns around and she's like, Mommy, I know everything.
She's like, I already saw it.
And I
You're
was
a bully?
like, yeah, you're a bully. She's like, why did you put something hot? Did you put something hot on your friend? My friend doesn't want to be friends with me anymore because she thinks that I'm gonna do that to her.
Now, the icing on the cake is, I don't want to be a weathercaster like you.
I don't want to be a weathercaster like you anymore, Mommy.
I'm not proud of you.
I would have never talked to my mama like this.
And then she goes, please
6 years
leave.
older.
She's like, please leave. And I'm like, oh.
She did it like this. Please leave.
Do you know how old I had to be before I could tell my mother to leave somewhere?
I mean, but if you find out
35.
that your mom,
I still can't do that.
if you found out Goldie, okay, if Goldie was out
My
here,
mother has a nickname now.
she goes by Goldie.
She goes by Goldie.
If
She
Goldie,
started wearing blonde hair. She wears a 614 ombre. And now she says, now she's Goldie.
she goes by Goldie.
None of my
Let her live a life. Let her live a life.
none of my business,
Yeah,
bro.
it's none of your business.
What do I know?
You do what you want to do, Goldie.
I only pay the mortgage. I only pay the mortgage. What do I know? What do I know? I only give you home. But yeah, if Goldie was the what? Tell me that.
If Goldie did that, would you not? That's. Could you
Girl,
imagine?
if
Also,
you found out your mama was a murderer, but she was a really good weather forecaster.
She's not even a good weather forecaster. She can't even write her own scripts.
so could you imagine?
If my mama murdered somebody, I'd be like, what'd they do?
That's true. I mean,
My mama wouldn't murder nobody just because she was bullying them. That's crazy. If my mama put somebody in the dirt,
But
they
that's the
earned
thing.
it.
If you found out your mama was a full-fledged bully, this ain't the mama you know. This is Goldie.
Okay. So this is Mary Ann Hill.
This ain't the woman that raised you.
This teenage mama.
Yes.
That's a different lady.
imagine
I don't know about that woman.
being Yeshor. She's a 6-year-old kid. Could you imagine
Oh, your mother's everything.
the mental like turmoil that you must go through as a kid? Like
Because your
I hope
friend-
Yeshor goes to London and gets a therapist. Okay, I hope Toyoung gets her some therapy.
And I hope-
But do you
Toyoung-
feel like she should be with Toyoung, or does she be with her actual biological father?
the lunatic, she should be with Doyoung.
But it's her biological
technically,
father.
he has no rights
He has no rights.
because technically that's not his father. That's not her father.
But what if they do a DNA test? They don't do that in Korea?
They do the DNA test,
do
but
a
I think it's because it depends on who you're married. Like she was married to Toyoung at the time of the birth, so he has custody.
Even America's like that. If we're married, if I'm married to somebody, if we're married and I have a kid, that's my husband's child. That little girl has his last name. So even if I find out that the biological father is different, the legal father is still my husband. So now what has to happen is that the biological father has to fight for rights to the child.
So is that why he was trying to get her to get disowned when he was
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So then Yeon-jin decides because she's shocked that her little girl, and she looks actually pretty upset at this.
Because
yeah.
she doesn't
This is
want her
probably
daughter
the
to think
most-
that she's a bad
Yeah,
person.
so I think this is the moment, even more so than like Toyoung finding out,
Yeah,
and
he's a
like
grown-ass man, who cares?
this for her is like the nail in the coffin almost.
This is the moment I thought, oh, girl won.
Yeah.
She won.
Yes,
yes, this is it.
Because it's like,
Yeah.
it's like my husband's a grown man. Who cares? I can figure
Yeah.
this out. But she always wanted, because the thing is, I think she loves her husband. I think
I mean, she really loves Yeshor. Like,
she
you
really
can
loves you.
tell.
I think she does not mind her husband knowing that she did these things.
Yeah.
But she never wanted her daughter to think that she was a bad person.
Of course.
And she actually loves her daughter.
Yeah, no,
like
yeah.
her mother might not have loved on her. She loves on
Yeah.
her daughter to the point where it's just like, We're making sure we don't do these things.
She's
We're
the
making sure we
only
don't.
good thing she has left.
Yeah.
Right, and the only good thing she's ever done because her marriage is not
Over.
real.
So then she decides to hold a press conference. And I was like, oh, this was very quick the way she organized
Bold.
that. Yeah. So she goes
Bold.
and basically she lies, right? She says, I didn't do anything wrong. In fact, it's So-hee's family who's been bullying me.
And I'm gonna sue them.
I sued. She's like, I already
Crazy.
filed. I already sued them.
But this is what I don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
If So-hee's mother releases a statement saying that this newscaster bullied my daughter,
Mm-hmm.
then Ciara releases a video showing Yeon-jin bullying So-hee.
Mm-hmm.
So now I have video proof on Al Gore's internet, or whoever owns it in Korea, that
Definitely not Al Gore.
probably not Al Gore, no, that you were bullying my daughter.
Yeah.
How is she going to sue if what the woman said was right?
So she's saying that she says that she did bully because she was young.
But I'm not a murderer.
But I'm not a murderer. And the reason why I've been silent, she basically says, I was hiding the truth. So used to be my friend. I did bully her, but then she also was pregnant and she committed suicide. And I kept that secret.
And she confided
from her.
in me.
Yeah, she confided in me. I knew the truth.
Because we were friends.
Exactly. So that's how it's like she's spinning it, right?
Okay.
So that's why it's like, oh, this family is suing her because they've, they're upset at her,
Is it
right?
because
They've taken it too far.
She said they're upset because their child's dead.
Yes. So
which is crazy.
crazy.
For you to say on the press conference, they're just mad at me because their child's dead.
Yeah. But
On
the important
wax
thing
is wild.
I know. So the important thing is that she claims or she alleges, right, that Choi was pregnant, right? So that's the big point.
And
Okay.
how did she know he was pregnant? Because
Right.
they were actually friends. That means you killed a pregnant girl?
That's double homicide.
That's double homicide.
Okay. So then we
I
go to
didn't
our
even
next.
think about that.
So now she technically killed, well, at least 2.5 people.
Hey, Dulce. Hey, Chrissy. My name is Ciara. I'm from Atlanta. And Dulce, I didn't know you were from the Metro Atlanta area. And I think you too, Chrissy. I'm so glad I found you guys because I also love these K-dramas. I just want to know, what is going on? And then, Chrissy, with your knowledge of Korean, it really puts some of these scenes back in perspective. Like when I'm specifically watching The Glory, when the husband of Yeon-jin says, I'm not going to leave her. I did not know that's what he said. And it makes me see the whole story in a different light now. I thought that Yeon-jin's husband, Do-young, at first, I thought he was a better match for Do-eun. But considering I think he has too much of a gray area for Do-eun because she needs somebody who's going to be in her corner regardless of what she does or does not do. And that's where her little young man, Dr. Boy Toy, comes in. He is in her corner no matter what. And that just made him all the hotter. Anyway, keep making episodes and I'll keep listening. Bye.
Oh, this part got me.
I know.
This
So
was-
we
I didn't see this coming at all.
Okay, so we could just go to that scene, but let's just set it up, okay? The bullies are all at Myeong-oh's funeral, okay? Clearly, they've been fighting. Hara and Hye-jeong's been fighting, right?
Who put this funeral on?
His family.
We never
What?
see. Didn't he seem like he didn't have any family?
I think what happens is this is what I'm confused about. I don't know who put it on. I don't know. I think it's these guys.
I feel like it's one
You
of those
think they
things
gave-
where it's
you
like
think they gave
it's-
them a funeral? I think they gave them a funeral.
He doesn't have family.
I don't
It
think
didn't
so.
seem like he
Yeah.
had family because he was always too out.
But
You know that
it's
one
probably one
kid-
of those things where it's like he has family, but it's never been shown, and he has
Maybe like a random aunt or something.
Yeah. So
Because none of them look like they're even capable of putting anything together right now.
I think all you do, but these are funeral halls. So it's like, when you ever plan a funeral, you're like, let me get package C, and then they do the shit. I think this is
the most basic one.
This is
Yeah,
a
yeah.
funeral hall. And you're like, all right, package C, throw a picture up of old boy. Also, the picture, are these driver's license photos or anything like
I
this?
didn't know who it was at first. I was like, who is that?
okay, so
It is a weird picture of him because he's hard to figure out.
so Hara and Hye-jeong are still fighting. Okay,
Also, the blonde hair.
it's too much. It's too much.
Well, I
so-
like that they clowned it a couple episodes ago.
And I do love that they dyed her eyebrows too.
Yeah. So They're fighting. Hye-jeong gets super pissed, right? Hye-jeong happens to still have Myeong-oh's iPad. And in that iPad, there is a video of Sara and Myeong-oh doing sexual acts, okay?
Right.
A
Which is
sexual
crazy because I
act.
can't believe they show that angle.
Oh, this for K-dramas, this crap's wild.
I think
It's, like,
I had to
nuts.
skip it.
Yeah.
I don't think I watched that part.
I
It's a
watched
little
it.
too crazy. But then Hye-jeong decides to release the video to her group chat. Okay, so she doesn't like post it wide. She only sends it to the group chat. Chejun finds out, and Chejun's just like, "What in the world?" And of course, Hara had no idea because she was completely out of it. So technically, it is SA because she had no idea that this was happening, right? So she's shocked. She's like, "Oh my god!" And she automatically thinks it's Yeon-jin,
Which
who
was
sent-
insane.
The timing was amazing though.
Yes. Okay. So then
Timing was good.
they're fighting.
I love how they all kind of like she even says it later. She's like, I didn't destroy them. They destroyed themselves.
Okay. And then Yeon-jin shows up. Also, could you imagine being in this funeral home with this ruckus?
Well, she sounds way different.
We need to talk about the video you posted. She's like, it was you. You're the one who released the video. She pulls her hair.
You can also tell that Yeon-jin's not used to consequences because she got grabbed by the head and she was like,
That's when she realizes it was her. Oh, God.
But there's so many cameras there.
I know. I'm going to play that video in your church lobby, so get ready. You should have accepted my offer to pay for the dress when I was being nice to you. Oh, and then Chejun gets mad at Yeon-jin for telling
"Can we
everyone
not
about the
watch her stab
pregnancy.
her in the neck?"
No, I want to watch that. Hold on.
Oh God,
Just close your eyes.
the sharp pencil.
No,
I
she
saw
did
that.
it. She did it so smooth.
I
though.
know.
I'm actually proud of her.
Oh! Oh! This
I thought she was
did
gonna
not.
die. I thought she was dead.
I did not expect this at all. When I first watched it, I was like, "What the crap?"
I love that
Oh
she
my God.
zhuzhed her hair back up afterwards.
I'm gonna tell you what Korea does better than anybody. Somebody spitting out blood.
Everyone spits out blood when they die. She's nuts. Okay.
She's-
I love how he walked out. He didn't even know what the hell
No,
happened.
because he has to figure out. He's like, "Oh my God, So-hee was pregnant. I got to
Yeah.
figure this out. I impregnated her, right? So we know
He getting everybody pregnant.
So we know that
maybe I glanced over that, but where in the beginning did they show that he assaulted her?
they
They
don't.
never
That's what I'm saying.
show
I was
it.
like, did I miss it?
No, they
so
never show it.
Dong-eun the entire time. So now we go. Let's jump to the scene. Okay. So Chejun afterwards. So he's shocked, right? Because he realizes Hui was pregnant. Okay. So the truth is out there. Then he goes to Yeo-jeong's clinic. Okay. And then he keeps asking him these weird questions about Sohee's body. He's like, I know Sohee's body is at your parents' hospital. How do autopsies work? Are they able to figure out, like, are they able to find another body inside a body, basically? So this
Yeah,
is
if
when
someone's
Yeo-jeong's
pregnant, they
like,
can
oh my God,
find a
this
fetus.
person, he's clearly worried because he's clearly the baby daddy, right? Because the entire
DNA.
time he and Dong-eun thought it was Myeong-oh. Because Myeong-oh, there's scenes of Myeong-oh sexually assaulting Dong-eun when they were younger.
Is that when he was kissing her?
Yes. So
Okay.
I think he was doing stuff to, like, right? So that's why Dong-eun this entire time thought that it was Myeong-oh, not
Then
Chejun.
wasn't there a scene where Myeong-oh was also inappropriate with So-hee too?
I don't remember if this was So-hee. I just remember he was like trying to he was making out.
Yeah, he was
with
like forcefully
Dong-eun.
making out. Like it wasn't. It was just like.
So I think this was, of course, Dong-eun, right? So after Chejun leaves, Yeo-jeong calls Dong-eun to tell her, hey, actually, it's not Myeong-oh's baby. It was Chejun's. And Dong-eun's like, oh my God, I'm kind of upset, actually, that I missed this. The entire time, I just thought Chejun was like playing basketball, doing his
She said he
thing.
wasn't just playing basketball.
Yeah.
And they cut to him just kind of like buckets.
Buckets. So she missed this. So she's like, okay.
But it's not like she missed it. There's no way she would
Wouldn't
have
know.
known because she wasn't around yet and didn't know them.
Yes, but this part's interesting too, okay? when Chejun leaves, Yeo-jeong makes a note in his like computer, okay, his doctor computer, and it's like, hey, there's he takes glaucoma drops, okay, like eye drops, and I was like trying to figure out when he found this out, like, but I think it's because when Chejun was I guess when he was getting ready to see Yeo-jeong, they made him fill out a questionnaire because I think he was saying that he needed like a checkup, right? So I think that's where they filled out. But the important thing is he takes these steroid eye drops for his glaucoma. Okay. So then
Glaucoma and colorblind.
He has a lot of eye issues, okay?
Poor baby.
I know.
Also, I think it's like color blindness occurs more in men than women.
Oh wow.
That's why men's clothes are the colors that they are.
That's why they can't dress.
They can't see.
So my question too is, do you think Yeon-jin knew about Chejun and So-hee? Because I'm trying to figure out why Yeon-jin was so mean to So-hee. Was it just about the outfit, or was it because like Chejun, she knew that Chejun liked So-hee?
But she never liked Yeo-jeong. Oh, it has nothing to do with that. It would have just been.
I always was trying to figure out what's the underlying reason of her being a bully. It can't just, and I always thought maybe it's something going on in the house. Maybe she gets bullied at home, that she's
Or
just
her mama
taking
ain't
it
nice
out.
to her.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But even that your mama not nice, it's not that level of bullying where you got to burn people and stuff like that. Do you know the type of confidence you have to tell somebody, take your clothes off?
Yeah.
Because I don't like the way you're
In a mall?
So that's not the first time she's ever had somebody to say that to somebody.
She did it to everyone. She tortured a lot of kids. Like, I feel like we're only seeing the 3 girls that they tortured, but I think this, I mean, you know that there were other
Every
people.
year there was another girl.
So, the next scene, we see To-young's mom. She freaks out, okay, because she discovers that Yeswood is not To-young's kid. And the person who tells her is Chejun, okay? So they're all in Chejun's office.
Because he called her
Yes.
and said, hey, that's not your granddaughter.
Yes.
But also this woman was upset that there were dumplings at his
serving at
his golf club because she thought it was some poor people shit. So if she was upset over some dumplings, she was gonna act a donkey over not finding out that this is not her granddaughter.
I just love the way he displayed it too. He goes, and I think I'm the guy you're looking for.
I know. So then Yeon-jin is like again, we talked about this, but like the way Yeon-jin approaches her, she's like, oh my gosh, mother-in-law, like we had a little fight, we're gonna figure it out, blah blah blah. And then the mom's just like, the mother-in-law's like, get out of my face, I know the truth. And then Chejun tells her, she freaks out. She has the freaking
golf club
and
she's
is
wheeling
busting
it around
up that man's office.
Mm-hmm. And then the important thing is he tells her, he's like, I need you to disown Yeshor.
Yep.
Nuts, okay? Hey, did you notice who this lady is?
She looks familiar, but I can't remember.
She's the Budang lady from Royal Nemesis. Her friend.
No.
Yeah, that's her.
I knew she looked familiar.
Yeah.
The show Royal Nemesis, we just told you to watch that lady in that too.
Are all of these kind of like limited series?
Yes.
Think of, like telenovelas back in the day where it's like you do this many episodes and all the actors flip to other shows? Same concept.
Gotcha.
Okay, so then To-young goes to pick up Yeshor, and I love this moment because poor Yeshor, she's like, could you imagine? She's like at her soccer practice. No one's talking to her because they think her mom's they think that she's gonna bully her.
She can't see her socks.
Bully them. Yeah, she can't see anything. And then she sees her dad, and her dad's like, Princess, come here. And then she runs to him, and she starts crying. She's like, I'm so sorry. Like, what is she sorry for?
I couldn't understand why she was crying.
I was like, is she a killer too? What'd she do?
Because I think she knows. She must know that
all I know is she was standing on the
To-young's
circle.
not her dad.
Yeah.
I think she was standing on a circle in green socks she cannot see. And she was just sad. But I also feel like this also lets you know that other people's parents
Are saying shit to her.
not only that are saying shit to her, they're also
kids.
telling the kids don't be friends with her. And I think that's because it's just like if they're all 6 years old, you should not be telling your 6-year-old to not be friends with
Someone
this
else.
little girl.
I know.
And I think I think that's how you can get down to this level of bullying where a grown adult is saying, hey, don't associate with this child.
Which is crazy.
That has nothing, unless she was standing there holding the bottle, what was she, in the womb helping her mother push a girl off a roof? That has nothing to do with her.
Dong-eun and Hyun-nam say goodbye to each other, and this made me real sad because I'm like, why are you guys saying bye like
Why
this?
do they have to say
We're gonna be
goodbye?
friends. I'm like, why are you setting this boundary, Dong-eun?
But she said to her, I hope I never see you ever again.
I was like, Jesus.
I hope we never. And I was like, that's. But also,
also, she was kind of double dipping back and forth at the end. I don't know if that was part of the plan.
That was all part of the plan.
But my thing was, I love the fact when she goes, "You brought eggs, didn't you?" And she's like, "Yes, I did."
But she tells her, she's like, "Hey, Hyun-nam, I want you to be happy. Be cheerful.
But can't
Forget
she go
about this."
She said, "Live the
Why
life
can't they
that
all
you
be
wanna
cheerful
live."
together?
But can't she go see her daughter now?
Yeah.
Old
But
boy
you know
is
what,
dead.
too? I feel like she probably feels she's a little damaged because even when her daughter was giving her a hug saying, "You're such a good person," she's like, "I'm not a good person." I think she doesn't feel like she can be around
Good people.
good people.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I'm contaminated. I'm bad.
But it's like she did all this to get revenge. But I love how Toyoung says to her, "You're not going hard enough," because she does have her moments where it's like she could have went harder, but she didn't. But I also did not understand why her and Hyun-nam couldn't be friends anymore. That I could not understand because
So I didn't like it.
Okay, so I used to be in the military, right?
Oh, okay.
And it's kind of like you have an asset. And once your asset is done, they're done.
all of the B613 shit.
Yeah. That's what she said. This is my last mission. It's your last mission. Our contract is up. Your time is done. I don't need your services anymore.
Yeah, and
I don't need your services anymore.
And I think in a weird way, she's like, forget all this happened because
Yeah.
it's not like positive. It's like they were
She's like,
plotting to like kill people.
Because she's
So
like,
it's
I don't
not
need you to be my accomplice anymore.
Yeah.
Not my friend, my accomplice.
Yeah.
And Hyun-nam was crossing the line sometimes, trying to be the homie.
But then this part was really sweet because she looks at Dong-eun and she's just like, sometimes I wonder how you were as a child. You were so, like, when you smile, you're so pretty.
She was so flirty, though. I was very flirty.
Hilarious.
Like, I just wonder when you was a child, like, because you're so pretty. You're so pretty.
She meant it in like a motherly
She was like,
way.
you're so pretty.
No, she meant it in a motherly way. That
Like,
Dong-eun gets
why you
really
that
sad.
pretty?
Not the hair behind the ear. Fucking LouLou.
You thought I was pretty?
And then Dong-eun thinks, so we flash back to her in high school before the bullying, and she was so happy. She was like, because she wanted to be an architect, so she's like sketching. Then we find out she was friends with Kyung-nan.
Which I was watching. I'm like, am I not understanding this
no,
right?
they were
Because it looks like they were friends.
Yeah, I had to Google that. I was like, wait, were they besties? They were besties.
And then, but then after she started getting bullied, she got scared. Kyung-nan was scared and stopped being friends with her. And Kyung-nan is in the corner as an adult sobbing because she feels so guilty. And then we pan to, her,
But then
murder
she
weapon.
ends up getting bullied and burnt too.
I know.
So it was like, you could have been burnt with your homegirl.
You could have been a part of the plan.
Y'all could have been burnt together.
I know. So it's really sad.
So here's the other. So then I was thinking about it. I was like, so her coming up to her going, listen, don't interfere. Don't get involved. It seems like, or when she walks into the store, right, and sees her, it makes you think they know each other from high school. But once you find out they were best friends, that puts a whole nother level to it.
I know.
Because she has to say to her, don't get involved when they used to be best friends.
But yeah, because she knows that she probably might try to do the right thing or turn into murder weapon. She's like, no. I got to figure it out. Don't touch anything.
cool.
Don't do, be cool.
And
don't say
and
nothing.
because I think Dong-eun is saying, I'm going to take care of it.
Yeah,
Right.
basically, yeah,
I know
got
why.
it.
Like, I know why you did what you had to do.
Yeah.
Fine, let's move on. Let's get this bitch. You know
Like,
what I
shut
mean?
up, shut up,
Like,
shh,
you're a
shh,
victim too. We're both victims.
She was like, I was never here.
So then,
Smoke bomb.
Dong-eun is eating the little egg, and then she remembers the landlady because
While
in the
she's sitting in the
previous
wash house,
episode,
yes.
the landlady was like, "Oh, Dong-eun saved my life," and then she didn't remember. So we see the first flashback, okay, and then. The landlady, she was kind of out of it because her son had been killed in a car accident, like a DUI accident, and she was at the wash house, like washing clothes. And Dong-eun's like, "You can't do that here. Like,
Yeah,
it's
there's a
bath
sign that
house."
says no laundry.
Yeah. So then,
And then lady pops up and goes, hey,
yeah.
her son just died.
She's like, just let her be.
Also, bro, they be washing jeans with a bar of soap. Woo!
Okay, so then Chejun abandons Hye-jeong. Surprise, surprise. Okay, so we find out that Hye-jeong, surprise, surprise.
I knew that was coming.
Bro, what did I say from day one? She should have never called old boy and broke off that engagement until
She's an
she had
idiot.
a ring.
I know.
It was
she's
the
an
way
idiot.
he was standing at her bedside that I knew it was a wrap.
Oh, it was
yeah.
a dead
And
wrap.
the way he was like this, like
And
crossed.
he was like, wait, so she can't speak?
Nope, she can't do anything. So she has permanent damage to her vocal cords, right? And then the doctor's like, miracles happen. And I was like, oh, geez.
Whenever a doctor's looking for a miracle, you know you're in trouble. When doctor's
He went like this. He goes, maybe it could happen. Maybe.
And then Hye-jeong, he tries to abandon her. Hye-jeong's super pissed. He gets the iPad. He's like, hey, I deleted all the files. You have nothing on me,
Yeah, the
right?
code is 369.
Yeah, 696969. And then she starts, I hate to say this, but it made me laugh when she's like trying to speak.
Yes.
And she sounds like a seal.
But it's like, I thought she couldn't speak, but she's still
She shouldn't speak.
She shouldn't.
Because it's going to dance. Like, you know when people have like nodes and stuff that they shouldn't talk? So whenever you like lose your voice. But also, shout out to this actress.
So fucking good.
Because she sounds like
A seal.
she's in trouble. But that scar they have, because I love when Dong-eun was like, it's always going to hurt. It's always going to itch. You're always going to be in pain.
Yeah. So Hye-jeong's clearly heartbroken, and I feel bad. I feel bad for
Because
her,
he
but
said,
she's a bitch,
I'm
so
gonna
she
screw
deserves
yourself
it.
over. But also, it's like he deleted all the files from the
Yeah, so she
iPad.
can't
But
hold
she
anything over.
was the least bitchiest to me.
Well, because she was also kind of like, she was
Still
a victim too.
That's
She's
what I'm
still
saying.
getting
Yeah,
bullied.
she
Like
was
if it
bullied.
wasn't gonna be them, it would have been
It was
her.
going to be her. So
But I also don't like the fact that she did not back up the files in this iPad.
she's an idiot. So then we find out this Hara has been arrested, right? So she's going,
We already,
she's on her
Sarah
way to
already
her-
got arrested when she got stabbed in the
but she's
neck.
in court. Like she's like
Oh.
there, she's gonna go to prison. But then we also found out her dad was also arrested for embezzling
Tax
money from
evasion.
the church for 20 years.
Now, because you know how churches here don't have to pay taxes?
I think probably in Korea too.
Korea too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. Okay. So then, and then this part I was just like, okay. So then Dong-eun and Yeo-jeong meet up again, but this time they go to the funeral house to pull out Myeong-oh's body, right?
Which I got
And
real
they need
confused.
They need to implant Yeon-jin's DNA to Myeong-oh's fingernails, right? Because remember, the ajashi, police detective ajashi,
They
cleaned
cleaned
everything.
yeah.
So that's why he took the little DNA sample
foot.
from her foot, right? So they're
But
implanting it in.
also, but wouldn't somebody doing this know that he had a scab? It doesn't matter. I guess it doesn't matter if he's
It doesn't matter. So it's like a flashback. You see this all happening,
But
right?
it wasn't a good flashback because I was like, at one point when they first cut up, and I was like, "There's no way So-hee's body still." I'm like, "Oh, it's Myeong-oh." Okay.
It's Myeong-oh. So now the detectives, right, investigating, they made the connection that the DNA sample found underneath Myeong-oh's fingernails matches the DNA from the lighter.
Right.
Dun dun dun. Okay.
Dun, bun, bun.
Then Yeo-jeong goes to the prison. Okay, he goes for his interview because he is trying to avenge his father's death. He wants to seek revenge on the murderer. He has the interview. He doesn't get it because the prison's like, you can't be in the same place. You can't
Yeah,
treat
you
the guy
can't
that killed your father.
You
Like
can't
we
work
know
here.
We know
what you're
you're
doing.
doing.
You're not slick.
Let's back
Like you
up.
could have just like baked some cookies and put some poison in it if you wanted to do that.
Right. Oh, so Yeo-jeong and his dad killer, okay? We find out because he meets him. And we
How do you
find
say
out
his name?
Yeo-jeong or Yeong-chun. Yeong-chun
The
is
names
his
are too
name.
close. Why'd they do that?
Yeong-chun, yeah. I just call him the killer, okay?
Sustained.
So he has a meeting with the killer, right? And he asks the killer why he killed his dad. And then the killer's like, I killed him because he was treating me. And out of nowhere, he said, oh, I need to tell my son that I can't meet with him anymore and he shouldn't eat ramen. And the killer's like, it made me mad because I'm in pain over here. And this guy treating me is talking about some son. And he's like, so I killed your dad because I knew you would show up because I wanted to see who you were. I knew you would show up if I killed your dad. And guess what? I didn't kill your dad. You killed your dad.
But here's the
Wild.
thing. But before that, he said, my arm was broken and none of the doctors would treat me until your dad got there.
I know.
And then for the dad to be like, we can't treat him. The dad, and they do the whole flashback. And the dad is like, no, we'll treat him.
Yeah.
They're like, but he's a criminal. That doesn't mean he shouldn't be treated.
Yeah, it's not our responsibility.
Doesn't matter what he did.
You know,
unhandcuff him one of his arms.
Yep.
I have to treat the man. And so that's why he kept going. My father was treating you. My father was treating
Yeah,
you.
and then
but he
he's
said,
like,
I
no.
killed your dad so you could show up so then I could kill you.
That should be a new rule. Like if you in a hospital for murder or something like that, whatever way you came in is the way you go out. You coming with a broken arm, sorry. You're going to have to heal on your own.
That's crazy.
I don't think he
That's your punishment.
So you arm just broke?
Yeah, you murdered people. Broken arm. It was
So-
legit like, I'm bored. Let me kill you.
Yes.
Who's this kid?
But it's also kind of like, at this point, I understand Yeo-jeong why he's so upset. And you see him in the car. He's enraged. He's in tears. And I get it. Because his father was killed by a absolute lunatic.
For no reason.
For no reason. But my thing is, like, if you know, like, everyone's been telling you this guy is insane. This guy is clearly insane. He's been sending you all these letters. He's not sane. You're reading this.
Also-
you need to also process that it is not your fault, Yeo-jeong. It
And
is
this man
not
is
your
crazy.
fault. This man's crazy.
I
So
think
it's
he
just,
just
you know.
he just wants his own type of revenge.
I know.
He's helping with somebody else's revenge because he can't really fulfill his own revenge.
Right, that's why he's the executioner.
Yeah.
The final scene, okay? The big scene. Yeon-jin's mom betrays her, okay?
Is it really betrayal?
I think
If you
so.
ain't shit anyway?
No, I know. I think it's betrayal because the thing is, her mother has done all of this. Look at all the things her mother has done.
for her.
But was
and out
it
of
for
nowhere.
her? It's for the family.
It's for her, yeah.
It's
So-
not for her daughter per se.
Yeah.
It's for the family name, the family money. You're an embarrassment.
But she's divorced.
But she has no idea. But Yeon-jin doesn't know that because up until this point, she thinks her mom loves her because she's been doing all these stuff for her,
Her mother
right?
literally
Yeah.
literally hit a man with a car, so people didn't know she killed 2 people. So why would she ever think her mother murdered somebody for her?
Yeah. Okay, so Yeon-jin goes to Do-young's office, but Do-young isn't there. This made me kind of sad. Do-young, that Yeon-jin shows up and Yeon-jin's kind of like, I know he's not here, but I had nowhere else to go. That made me sad. I was like,
I
okay.
also feel like
I felt
the way
a little bit
she's-
of pity for her.
But also with the way she said, I know she's not here, and the way she sat down and looked in her face, I don't think she knew he wasn't there. Because she was like, well, he's not here. She's like, I know he's not here.
Okay.
That's the only place to fit.
So because she says that in the dialogue, she says, I know you told me on the phone he wasn't here, but I came anyway because I have nowhere else to go. That's what the dialogue was. So okay.
That wasn't in
The translation. So she gets a text from Dong-eun, and Dong-eun tells her, hey, I'm the person who turned in your name tag in 2004 to the police. Come and get it, right? You need to come and see me, right? So she she shows up to the restaurant. But then Dong-eun had also called her mom, okay?
Why are they doing this in somebody's restaurant?
I don't know. They could have had this somewhere else. So they're in the private room, right? Yeon-jin's mom is turning over the name tag, okay? Mm-hmm. And then Yeon-jin walks in at the same time and witnesses all of this. And Dong-eun goes, remember when you told me family will betray you most in the end? Because that's what Yeon-jin told her when her mom
betrayed her.
Exactly,
Crazy ass
right? And then she turns to Dong-eun and she tells them, she's like, hey, by the way, this name tag can't be used as evidence. I just wanted to see what would happen. I just wanted you to endure the pain, right? I wanted to show you, Yeon-jin, that your mom is no different from my mom or anyone else, right? And then Yeon-jin's just like, oh my God, how can you do this to me? How can you do this to your own daughter? She starts crying and she's wailing. And, this
And then
is,
she,
you
what
know,
she do with the
Mom! Mom!
And then she says, and her mom's like, I can't risk. Like, I'm not going to risk my life because you failed
Yeah.
to keep her in check. I told you to take care of this, but you couldn't figure this out. And she's like, you can be all lovey-dovey with your own daughter. I'm fine. I'm good.
She said, I'm not doing that with mine.
Yeah. And then she literally went like, and just face forward.
I know.
the
She's
whole
just
time.
like, stop. And then like, this part was heartbreaking, honestly, because Yeon-jin's like grabbing her mom,
I was
all of that.
giggling my ass off.
I don't know. I know she's crazy, but this is pretty, you know.
She deserves it.
Because you still, at the end of the day, you thought her mother was doing
I know.
all of these things. Her mother hit somebody with the car and then paid a shaman $1 billion won to set the man up. And you truly thought there's no way she wouldn't do this if she did not love her daughter.
I know. Okay, so then really quickly, this scene I felt was a little random. So So-hee's mom collapses and then she gets rushed to the hospital.
Because
and
you
then
see
But
her
then
throw
you
it.
needed that. You needed that to find out that.
Do-young
She
knew.
but
Yeah.
she threw it.
Yeon-jung
So this is
knew.
where I got- so
Yeon-jung
this
knew.
is-
Yeah,
Isn't this
because
what she
that's the only way she would have found out that he was her guardian. If not, she would have never known.
Yeah, I know.
But
I
then
know.
before she collapses, doesn't she throw a handful
Of some type
of
of meat.
scallion kimchi at Myeong-oh's picture?
Yeah, because she's so angry.
And
she
I'm
does
like,
that.
how long has this funeral been going
I think it's a flashback.
Yes, I think it's a cut. I think it's a cut scene.
I thought so because I was like, girl, he been dead.
I know,
How
it's
many
a flashback.
Girl, whose culture is this funeral 2 weeks for?
I think it was more like because she did that, her heart got, the anxiety, and then she just collapsed.
Listen, if you watch those the psycho dramas, it's the queen always gets upset and then she if she gets a little bit angry, and then she'll pass out. Like if she gets a little bit upset, it's my son doesn't want to get married.
They always fade. Okay.
They always fade.
So yes, but the whole point of that is like Yeo-jeong knew this entire time about So-hee's mom. He knew everything, and now Dong-eun's like, oh my god, how much did you know? Because this entire time you've been playing dumb with me. Okay, so that's how the episode ends. Dun dun dun.
He's my favorite villain.
Oh god, he's so like I just felt like it's so overly dramatic for no reason. Like who cares if your executioner knew?
How long have you known?
I know. So the next episode is like this whole like the reveal of everything.
Well, I feel like for her it's more of a this is trust, right?
Yeah.
And I trusted you. I thought like you told me everything, and it's like you didn't tell me everything. So have you been playing me this whole time?
That's the thing is like she thought she was scamming him. Come to find out,
he been scamming
her.
I know. It's like I have my tent in your house and you betray me.
Which was crazy. This man got an amazing house and you sleeping in a tent.
He's in a high museum. But you know what? I saw a preview for that show Spooky Love with the girl who's
Is there a tent?
Yes.
Can they stop with the fucking tents in the house?
I don't understand what's going on. Why people are glamping in their own, camping in their own
Just
homes.
go outside.
I don't get it, but it's the same little kind of cute little tent set up, and she's inside a house. I'm like, what are we
doing?
What are we doing?
I'm gonna go put a tent in my living room.
But I want to know why was she why do we even think the writers included this? Is it to deepen the love affair to make him look like a creep? Because right now it's making him look like El Creepo.
Well, I think, we know because but I would say yes. I think just to raise the stakes a bit because I think they need to
they knew each other as kids. They couldn't do the they knew each other as kids trope. So now it has to be, I've always loved you.
Yeah, it's always kind of like this is fate.
Yeah.
Fate brought us together. Fate knew like I happen chance saw this and
my
discovered.
father saved So-hee's body, and now I will make sure that you have So-hee's body, and
he's fulfilling his dad's whatever mission.
Yeah. Okay. So, final thoughts.
I love this show. I love the messiness. I love the drama. I even love the cartoony moments where it's over dramatical, over everything. I like that.
Yes.
And I think I want to rewatch now with the regular voices
without the
dub.
I'm
dubbing.
telling you, Hye-jeong's reactions. So the one with the Hye-jeong's reactions, if you get to hear his real voice, that's going to be a whole different situation because the way he speaks, he's so aggressive in the way that he talks, and he's so emotive in the way that he speaks. Also, old boy with the bob. Hearing that creepy motherfucker talk, because I know the dubbing did him no justice.
Okay, so
you're gonna hate him even more if you hear his real voice.
So in all honesty, I haven't watched the last episode, so I'm gonna go home and watch the last episode, but I'm gonna watch it the regular way.
Yeah. Girl, the way you gonna text me,
yeah,
the way you gonna be messaging everybody,
I'm so excited.
Girl. Okay, so who are the winners and the losers of this episode?
Okay, so, oh gosh,
yeah.
Okay, so my winner probably is Hyun-nam because Hyun-nam bitch slapping,
sustained,
bitch slapping Yeon-jin like that. I was like, thank God, I love that.
That'd be my winner for the episode.
Yeah, and then my loser is.
I think we know who the loser is in this episode. Hye-jeong.
Oh yeah.
Not only did she get stabbed in the neck, she's a flight attendant now who can't talk, and old boy broke up with her.
I mean, I don't know. Yeon-jin's pretty bad too.
What about Yeso?
Oh. Yeso is the loser of
She's
the episode.
the biggest loser of this episode.
Oh my God, poor thing.
Because her mama is a murderer.
But also think about these big feelings she has to have as a 6-year-old. She confronted her mother. She told her mother, I'm not proud of you. She told her mother, I don't even want to be. This girl changed her whole future. I don't even want to be a weather forecaster no more. She's playing sports by herself. Her daddy ain't her real daddy. And she just think everything is her fault. Man. She the real loser in my eyes.
And she still can't see colors.
I know. Okay, yeah. So maybe anyone else have more other like? Okay, so losers.
I don't know.
Hye-jeong. I think Yesor
did get stabbed in the neck.
I know, but Yesor's
But
pretty.
yeah, but she brought that on herself. She should have minded her business. She should have never put that little video on the group chat. That girl crazy. That girl crazy.
She should have known that what kind of crazy she was dealing
that
with.
girl crazy.
Yeah,
I know.
she don't know how to deal with crazy. You know what? She forgot who she was dealing with.
And also,
And she started getting cocky when old boy had her at the house.
Also, rule number 1, if you're ever in a heated argument with somebody, do not stand this close.
Nope.
You got to give me 5 feet.
I know.
Yeah.
So I could see what you about to do, because I guarantee you she had 5 feet. She would have seen it doing. And another
with a
thing.
pencil in her hair.
There's no way she saw her going for it because she was too focused.
She was focused. She was so close on that, and she was so smooth. She was like, yeah, and another thing. Back,
I know.
Also, she's like, oh, it was you. Once she said it was you, I'm not finna be in less than arm's reach from you.
So I think she brought that on herself. Yeso didn't bring she that was just what happened.
No, that
to
just
her.
happened to the baby.
Yesor is the collateral. I mean, my God. Collateral damage.
Totally.
That poor
Baby.
girl. That poor girl.
Totally. Because now her mama's a murderer, double platinum murderer.
Yeah.
The mama don't go. Yeah.
And her grandmama.
Oh, every woman in her bloodline is murdering.
Since she hasn't watched the ending, we're gonna ask her this. How do you think? What are your predictions for Yeon-jin going down? What do you think is gonna happen to Yeon-jin?
Because
in the
she's
next episode?
going down.
I initially thought
Uh-huh.
she might like kill herself.
Oh.
She would never. Oh, she's too cocky. Take herself out.
But that's what I thought like the twist would be.
Ah.
'Cause we still
You
need-
know that makes sense though because she has so much pride. She's
It's
like,
she's
fuck
not gonna let,
this.
I'm not gonna let
Y'all
anybody
ain't
else
gonna
taking
get
me down.
Y'all
I'm
can't
gonna
take
get
me out. I'm
myself.
gonna take myself out.
Like my mama tried to take me out. Everybody else tried to take me out. My husband left me. My
Everybody
daughter
else.
doesn't even want me no more.
Oh, you know what? She could go down into a spiral.
And
That's a
like,
good one.
That's what I initially
Because
thought.
Sada's too crazy to take herself out.
Yeah, she too crazy. She gonna live on forever. Crazy people live on for forever.
Crazy.
She gonna be in a cell. She gonna write a tell-all book. She gonna do all of that.
And she's gonna find a way to like get high off of like paint or something like that.
she'll be
Because she's gonna
sniffing
do
the
more
walls
drugs.
or something. Yeah.
Could start sleeping with the doctor at the jail.
Because I initially thought she was gonna overdose, and she didn't even overdose. So that girl is bulletproof.
How do you think Chejin's gonna go down?
Oh,
I don't think they will.
You don't think Chejin's gonna go down?
you think old boy's gonna be fine?
I think it's gonna be fine.
He gets away with it.
I think so.
Mm.
I think so. I mean, that's what I hope.
You think that the worst guy gets away with it?
Because the twist. I guess I'm looking
Would you
at
think
it.
he's gonna get the baby and then ride off into the sunset?
I don't think he's gonna get the baby. I think he's gonna get nothing. Nothing happens to him.
Oh,
When I say nothing, I mean
the
like
revenge don't hit him.
it doesn't. The revenge hits him in a way of you don't get the daughter.
You
don't get
Yeon-jin.
Yeon-jin. You don't get nothing. You get nothing. You stay with what you are. That's it. You don't get like no redemption, no love, no nothing.
But do you think Dong-eun's gonna allow that? Because I think Dong-eun at this point, she's gonna get everyone.
I think he's at least gonna lose Siesta.
Here's it. Well, okay, well, yeah. Now, I forgot.
He
about
at least
that.
got to lose the
forgot-
store.
I forgot he's the actual baby daddy.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Dong-eun is the husband. Jae-jun is the daddy.
Oh yeah, no, he gonna die.
Hilarious.
He gonna die.
Okay.
He's
You
gonna
think he gonna
die.
die?
I think he gonna die.
Why do you think he's gonna die?
Because it's a shock, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know it would be him being the baby daddy. And now I ain't really planned for this, right? So I gotta get rid of you because just off a GP, like you gotta go down. It may not be intricate, but you gonna die.
Because Myeong-oh's dead. Hye-jeong got stabbed in the neck. Sada's in jail. Yeon-jin's still out free. Her mama's still out free. Jae-jun has not gotten any consequences at this point.
He's just going around asking people about autopsies, you know? Okay.
So yeah, so he has to get a
Mama
consequence.
going to jail. Mama definitely going to jail.
Okay. Well,
Do we think Dong-eun gets a happy ending?
I think he does. I think he gets with the baby. He has his baby.
Well, Dong-eun has the
Dong-eun,
baby,
yeah,
but
Dong-eun.
Dong-eun, like the old girl. Do you
main
think
girl,
she...
main girl.
Main girl.
Oh. See, okay. I don't think she gets a happy ending.
Oh.
I think she's content with the revenge. And then something happens where she doesn't end up with old boy. She doesn't move forward. I think her path is kind of like, I'm done. Because she even said something one time, I want to be so happy
I could die.
I can die. So in my head, it's like there is no nothing after for her. This is it. So if she dies, she dies. If she takes her own life, if whatever way it goes out, I'm good. My revenge is done.
Okay.
But that could be her happy ending.
Is the revenge
Okay. Well, you have to watch it tomorrow.
Well, you let me know everything I just
or
said
like
was wrong.
go home later today.
Your
and you
answers
need to
let me
watch
know
it.
everything
No,
was
you
wrong.
need to watch it. So.
Oh,
okay.
I'm waiting for this DM.
Okay, so.
We are back next Wednesday to chase the final episode of The Glory. And so, what do you think of our pod? Submit your questions, thoughts, prayers, rants, or whatever at chasingkdramas@gmail.com, or call us on our Sarangees Hotline at 213-632-6865 and leave a message. Una mensaje. And we'd love to hear from you directly. And be sure to follow us on all of our socials and subscribe and follow us on all the things on the YouTubes, the Spotifys, the Apples, and tell your favorite drama addicts about us. So thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. And we'll see you on the next K-Drama Chase. Sarange!
Chasing K-Dramas is hosted and executive produced by Dulce Sloan and me, Chrissy Choi. I edit the audio and video, and our production is led by Thomas Yuen from TY Media and Go Get 'Em Productions. Our artwork is designed by Yice Cream. We're an indie podcast, and we're always looking for fun partnerships. If you're a brand that's interested in sponsoring our chases, or for your fan who just wants to stay in touch, please check out our website at chasingkdramas.com.